Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Andrew, aka the Black Dragon. This is Black Dragon Studios, and I'm back today with an update for you guys. A little while back, about a month ago, close to a month ago, I posted a video stating my opinions about a gentleman that had posted on TikTok by the name of Andrew Dawson regarding some sort of supernatural sightings. He supposedly spotted a giant on top of a mountain on the western parts of Canada, and then a UFO a couple days later. Claimed to be stalked by the CIA or some sort of secret government agency when he started to post his findings about this on the internet, leading up to a video that looked very suspect of him stating that all of his claims were fake, that none of it was real, it was all just a hoax to entertain people. And then a couple days later, going back on that statement and saying that it was all true, that nothing was faked, looking very paranoid in the video. To his final video where he claimed to see some sort of a structure on top of the mountain that looked much like a military vehicle from his perspective, which actually turned out to be what many people believe to be the Jasper Sky Tram. Nothing more, nothing less than a simple gondola that takes people up a mountainside that should have been there the day before when he looked at it. But again, when somebody's trying to make a video that could possibly be that groundbreaking and that, that crazy, I guess he'd want to make people think that inanimate objects are all of a sudden having to do with some supernatural occurrences that the government is trying to keep people quiet about. And how they would do that, I don't know. I'm not there. I'm not involved. I was never involved. I never will be involved, save but for these videos that I make on the matter. I'm drinking Coke out of a Pepsi bottle today. It tastes pretty good. But, I actually prefer Coke over Pepsi, believe it or not. But I do like Pepsi from time to time. It's a little bit sweeter. And you got Coke. It's a little bit more bold, right? It's got a nice flavor to it, a nice robust. We call it pop here up in Canada, so Americans all call it soda. So we don't call it soda here in Canada. That would be kind of weird for us to do that, but you may hear the odd Canadian. Anyways, we're getting off topic here. Anyways, let's stop that. We're going to go back here for a moment and get back to this update that I have for you guys. I hope if you've made it this far into the video, you guys are in for a good one today. I've been asking you guys, every single one of you guys, the haters, the people that are supporting the video, and just people in general that have been commenting on the video that I made. I will put the link in the description, or you can just check back like 3 weeks ago in the video section of my channel, and you'll see that video. With Andrew Dawson's big ugly face posted right up on it. The truth of the matter is going to be disclosed in this video today. Okay, what happened, what really happened, why it happened, and maybe a lot more. So yeah, we did finally get somebody who made sense of this all for us. I read a comment today made by somebody who's been on YouTube for as long as I have. Let's go check him out. Never heard of the guy before, and I'm very excited to bring this news to you guys today, as I have not quite gotten the news in this fashion from anybody yet. So let's go take a look at this guy here, this comment that he made on my video earlier today. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to take you guys, first give you guys a little background about this guy, Lick VIP. I'm pretty good at determining which comments are just opinions, which comments are just simply haters. This seems like neither. Okay, this does not seem like a troll. He's been on YouTube for 15 years. He's got 626 subscribers. Doesn't really look to have much of a channel here. His last post was 6 years ago. Just posting about like random MTV stuff. I don't even know if it just doesn't really seem like a channel that ever really was looking to get looking to get taken off the ground or whatever. Events at various nightclubs. So whatever. He's not. Nothing. I don't know what to tell you guys. There's nothing red flagging about this profile. So when we go into this comment here, okay, we're going to read it. It just came in 12 hours ago, and I was meaning to do a video on it earlier. I wanted to get the story out first before anybody stole this. But I guess it doesn't really matter. It's going to get out. People are going to know. So the truth about Andrew, okay? This guy's going to tell us. As someone who personally knew the situation, I'm going to burst a few bubbles here. Andrew Dawson, can you guys see this? Here. Hold on. Okay. Andrew Dawson is not his real name, and he's not dead either. The Dawson character was created by a content farm. So for those that don't know what a content farm, yeah, I had to go search it up because I don't know what a content farm is either. So it's just a website that produces a large amount of low quality articles on many different topics, and then uses keywords so that they're placed highly on Google or other search engine results. How do you identify a content farm? Short, general articles with little or no citation, many advertisements, links to other websites, information copied from other sites. Okay, so I guess the general, what the general aim employs large numbers of freelance writers to generate a large amount of textual web content, which is specifically designed to satisfy algorithms for maximal retrieval by automated search engines known as SEO. Something that I wouldn't know much about. As you can see, I've been on YouTube for many years now, and I still don't really know what the fuck I'm doing. So, anyway, let's go with this, though. Let's go with this guy here. Let's see what he has to say, because, I mean, he's taken the time to write me a book, so... So he's the Dawson character was created by the content farm. The entire series of events were scripted, and he actually wasn't okay with where the narrative was going. He wanted out, but had no legal claim to the TikTok accounts, the content, or even the Dawson identity. So his death was woven into the narrative. A member of the content farm works at the local paper as an online editor and uploaded the obituary. This is not illegal, by the way. Obituaries are considered open columns. So basically what that's saying is anybody can just call into the paper and say that someone died. They don't actually have to be dead or prove that they're dead. And that, yeah, a lot of people have faked their death. And that's definitely something that they do. You know, because it just turns a lot of heads, right? You think, oh, wow, that person, you know, has their obituary up in the paper. Well, they must be dead, right? A lot of people just go ahead and think that. Not anymore after watching this video. Number 3, his girlfriend is just another member of the content farm. And the relationship was also fake. If you go watch vids on her account, you can see her wedding pictures in the background with a different man in the photos. Now, I'm not going to bless you guys with content from, her name is like Selena or something like that. You can just search up Andrew Dawson's girlfriend on TikTok. You'll find her channel. You'll find all kinds of videos and stuff like that, where she doesn't even go into it. She never goes into anything that he ever talked about. Yes, they are together in some of the videos. However, apparently it was all just a ruse, just a lead up, and a story that wanted to get people believing that they were something that they were not. So if you go watch the vids on her account, you'll see these things. I have no reason to disbelieve that at this time. If anybody can prove me wrong or prove our friend Lick VIP wrong, go ahead and do that. But I'm going to go ahead and believe this for now because it is the only reasonable thing anybody said besides he's not dead or things of that matter. This guy actually goes into it a little bit and brings up some very good points here that you wouldn't know unless you really knew the situation. If you look around the accounts affiliated with Dawson, you'll soon find the Dodge Charger in photos and videos on his friend's account. Again, confirming what many of us thought, that it was very possible that the Dodge Charger that we saw, the quote-unquote CIA vehicle, first at the roadblock and then parked in front of his house when the quote-unquote CIA was stalking him, was just one of his friends. So, you'll see that car. It's not a CIA agent, I'm sorry to tell you. But, okay. He goes on to say, I'm sorry so many people fall for this crap. That's why I left this group before signing an NDA. What is an NDA? I don't know. Let's check it out. Non-disclosure agreement. So he didn't sign anything that said he couldn't talk about this. I will not participate in pseudo-reality content. It's despicable. I'm not too sure I agree with that. It can actually be kind of entertaining. As long as it's done in good nature. As long as nobody gets hurt, I guess it's really not that big of a deal. But in Andrew Dawson's case, I don't really think anybody got hurt, to be honest with you. It was just, he didn't hurt anybody directly. He didn't, shoot anyone or kill anyone. There was never any violence in any of his videos, that we saw. So I don't really, I don't know, it's like, I even said it in my last video, I think he did some good acting. I think he really played the part. There was just a few things that really stood out to me as red flags in his acting that made it seem like acting and not real. And you will go back, if you go look at all those videos from a non-biased perspective, like, just keep an open mind. I didn't go in there looking to disagree with them. I actually tried to prove that story real to myself for a long time before finally deciding this is just too far-fetched of a story to actually make sense to anybody with half a brain. So, it's going to fool a lot of the people that already believe in the supernatural. That, well, anybody that's goes up and says, oh, look at this, look at that, oh my god, there's a shadow figure in my room, or oh my god, I just saw a demon. Well, anybody who's ever saw a demon before, or anybody who's ever been in that type of a similar situation before, is going to be like, oh yeah, that's definitely possible, that's what it could have been. But this is why people are taking advantage of this shit these days, and some of it is real, I'm sure, but the videos that I see and the accounts on the internet of people running into these things usually are blurry pictures, first of all. Some of them can be very scary, but at the same time, most of it is explainable. Now, I will say this. There is a very good video going around right now of it's fucking crazy, man, of like a witch flying on a broom. There's a literal witch. There's a literal, like, human-like figure on a broomstick flying across, like, over the mountains. Clear as day. You can't mistake it for anything. It's literally a fucking 7-foot long pole that this thing is, like, straddled on it or something like that. Whatever you want to call it, on a broomstick. Straddling the broomstick and flying across the air, like... It looks real. It looks real as fuck, man.
But I can see this on Halloween, like it would be, you know?
Yeah.
Especially if you're seeing her from a distance.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, back to this. That's on TikTok too, by the way. Now, a week after, they claim to have seen this, like, gremlin-like witch figure on top of a mountain that was actually moving around and literally did look 11 to 12 feet tall. Well, quite tall anyway. Taller than most people would ever be. But again, it was blurry. It was taken from like half a mile away, and there's no way to account that this was a verifiable supernatural sighting or just someone wearing an oversized dress and stilts who only needed to walk up a mountain for about 10 seconds of filming before they shut it off, and of course nobody went to investigate the situation. So tell me if that's real. But anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about. This stuff is splattered all over TikTok right now, man. Okay? So the ending of this guy's comment says, edit for clarification. The clip he released on his TikTok saying everything was fake was a genuine clip from him. He regretted the real impact the videos had and wanted it to stop. Well, the real impact the videos were having was it was actually entertaining everybody, and everybody was loving it. It created a lot of good discussion, and, you know, it was very interesting. So I'm sorry that he regretted that, but whatever. He regretted it anyway. He must have seen it a different way. However, he was convinced and paid afterwards to film the posing on a wall admission video as a finale of sorts before he left the project. His glances to the side weren't a misdirect. He was sarcastically looking at the director, who was trying to get him to be more empathetic. The resulting mischievous appearance is just coincidence. Now, I know what you're all going to say in the comments. I know everybody, half the fucking people in the comments are going to be like, well, this guy could have just made that up. Of course he could have. I think I just exited out of that comment by accident. Of course he could have made it up. Who cares? Doesn't matter. You know, lots of people make lots of shit up. But that's the most reasonable thing anybody said about this to this point. And it doesn't seem like it was said in vain. It doesn't seem like there was any ill will or bad intent behind those comments. You know, the man claims to have known Andrew Dawson personally, and that's what we were going for here. You know, we were trying to get deeper inside this rabbit hole we've kind of created for ourselves with that first video. I think it's getting over 21,000 views now. And not only this, but across the internet as a whole. I think the whole video, since the initial giant video, has probably created now about maybe like 100 million views. You know, not just that, but all the content that's been created as a result of that, and all of the community that's been built as a result of that. Andrew Dawson died a great man. His internet persona, his pseudo, whatever you want to call it, he died for a good cause, man, and he did good for this world. So I kind of respect him in a way for doing that, and I appreciate that. It would be no different than somebody going and doing a movie actor, going and filming a movie, or a reality TV show where they tell them to act a certain way, but that's not really how they are. But they do it anyway, and people think that's how people actually act when really it's not. So, you know, say what you want to say about it, but I think Andrew Dawson is a legend, and I think his story is absolutely top tier. And although it wasn't true, I'm kind of glad that it wasn't true, because I really didn't want anyone to die over something that stupid anyway. And, you know, the legend will live on. You know, I do believe in the supernatural. Believe it or not, I'm not a skeptic. I really do believe in that shit. I've never been in that type of a situation before, and I never want to be. But to all you people out there posting fake videos of, like, ghosts and demons and all this shit, get a fucking life, man. Like, I'm not even kidding you. Like, that's just not even entertaining, dude. Like, I don't know what to tell you. You know? You're barking up the wrong tree. That's all I'm trying to say. So with that, I'm getting out of here for today. And that's just my opinion. Some people may be entertained by that, but I'm not. I don't want to see your fake fucking ghosts anymore, okay? So stop posting about it. Just don't do it. And with that, I'll talk to y'all later. See y'all the next one. Peace out.